Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure today to introduce you to EpiGraphHub, our data integration platform. I'm pretty sure that most of you here today know the feeling of having to do some analysis on some public health data set, and only to find out that, well, it's not going to be that easy because the data is full of issues. Well, we cannot integrate that with that because their data, the dates are formatted differently. I know that feeling. For many, many years, I've struggled with the same issues, and to this day, I still do. But it's no all doom and gloom. Over this many years, I've accumulated a lot of experience of how to solve some of those problems, and together with colleagues from the Graph Network, I managed to distill some of that wisdom into this tool called EpiGraphHub that I'm here to present to you today. So EpiGraphHub is a tool for data integration. And I'm talking heterogeneous data sources here. I'm not talking about data that are meant to be together, like created from a standardized data model or something like that. None of that. Those are data that comes from different sources, different countries, and different language with different uh, data semantics, all sorts of incompatibilities. And somehow we expect and we have to find a way to bring them all together so that we can do some rapid exploration and perhaps build some dashboards to share with whomever we need to share. And if we're lucky enough, we can even use the data to feed some analytical apps that we're going to publish and make a lot of people happy that will be able to interact with data. Yeah, we all know the challenges. But at the core of those challenges, the main challenge is interoperability. And when we talk about interoperability, the most important interoperability is with health information management systems. And I'm not talking about Excel spreadsheets here, people. I'm talking real information management systems such as DHIS2, GoData, OpenEMR. You plug your favorite one here. Those are not the only ones out there. So these tools are great, and they come with their own analytics tools that can produce some nice graphics, but they don't really focus on interoperability. I mean, they do have APIs that allow you to pull in data in and out. However, they are built to work well within themselves, not amongst themselves. So that will alienate a more wider audience, such as the general public, for instance. So that's how we see Epigraph playing a role here. As a platform built on open standards, a secure platform, and a data source agnostic. So when it comes to health analytics tools, there's typically two ways that you can go about it. You can either get your data from your health information management system and push into off-the-shelf BI tools such as Power BI or Tableau, and then get your analysis done. It's going to look good, but it has its own set of problems. There's cost related to that. There's restrictive licensing. They're not really geared towards health data analysis. And once you get into those platforms, it's hard to get in. Or you can go hardcore and decide, oh no, I'm gonna implement my own code to do my analysis. And there are great tools out there to do that. R Shiny is one of them. But you face other difficulties. For instance, can you find someone to do that? Well, it's hard. How much would that person cost? And can they do that for tomorrow? Well, perhaps not. Well, so enter EpiGraphHub. EpiGraphHub is a codeless platform, fully open source, easy to use, but still coder friendly, and a modern tool that's built on enterprise grade open source platforms, and that's there to get your job done without the issues presented by the two classical ways of solving the problem. So in terms of EpiGraphHub, the experience, once you log into EpiGraphHub, which is a web application at face value, you can just pick your data set, pick your type of visualization, and select your variable you want to visualize, say new cases of COVID, and then you aggregate, and then there you go. You have your daily new cases. If I want to split by continent, no problem. If I want to see that into monthly time scale, no problem. And what if I want to put that into the world map instead of just looking in aggregate? I can do that too. So it's a few more clicks away. I can get to that and select everything, and voila, all in the comfort of our server without having to worry about if your computer can really handle all the data, the number of rows that it takes to build such a visualization. But that doesn't stop there. You can also build dashboards, and dashboards are just an aggregate of multiple visualizations, such as the ones that I will just show you how to make, that you lay out on a page within the application by dragging and dropping the visualization you had created before and saved. So it's super easy and accessible. So with EpiGraphHub, we have this BYOD atmosphere. Bring your own data. You just know that you can bring your existing health information management system from whatever system you use, pump it into EpiGraphHub, and you're ready to do your charts. We even have our own Kobo Toolbox server that we deploy within with our infrastructure to help people doing field studies, to help them get their primary data into the server to do their analysis. So in this BYOD philosophy, we can also read it in a different way. Bring your other data. So we can also, beyond those official data, we can bring other data sets from all sorts of different sources that you might want to bring in to enrich your analysis. And those are just a few of the ones that we have already managed to add to our platform. You can connect to local databases, remote databases, cloud databases, even Google spreadsheets. And our team is constantly bringing you new data into a platform, and you can do that too. Feature security is a key feature for our platform. In EpiGraphHub, you can keep private and public databases hosted in the same server in total isolation. And the security across the platform is guaranteed by strong encryption on all the interactions with the web platform and programmatically through our libraries. And you also have built-in fine-grained user-based authorization layer to let you manage your data and the access to your data any way you want. You can even, before you finish creating a dashboard, assign which users will have access to it before you finish it. So one other concern when people are looking into developing a pipeline for analyzing data in a, say, whatever you work in a hospital or in a country, in a public health company, you have to worry about where am I going to host this code so that it can run 24/7 and don't let me down. Well, EpiGraphHub offers multiple hosting options. You can host on your local intranet if you want to have total control, local servers. Say you have your own servers in your home or in your office, at your personal computer. You can do that, and or you can use our own server. So all these options are available, and we believe in maximal flexibility and easy of deployment of our platform in any of these situations. And EpiGraphHub goes beyond visualizations. EpiGraphHub platform offers Python and R packages full with customized and pre-selected statistical analysis tools that can be used for all sorts of applications. That includes patient statistics, epidemiological analysis, mathematical modeling, cost effectiveness, forecasting, machine learning, and everything you need. And if you find that it doesn't include anything that you need, it's easy. You can go around and open an issue on GitHub, suggest a feature, or implement it yourself and contribute to our project. So, can we give an example of how to properly use EpiGraphHub? Let's take a look how we would bring data together to monitor the HIV burden on a country's sake, or on an even larger scope. So you have to bring together survey data, incidence data, social and demographic data, data from DHIS, FIA, longitudinal studies, data about viral failure, data about antenatal care, probability of mother-to-child transmission, reproductive health data, all sorts of very heterogeneous data sources. So the answer is bring it to EpiGraphHub, and then you have your data analyzed and visualized. This map here is the proportion of people living with HIV newly enrolled in HIV treatment started on TB preventive therapy. So there you go. One other potential application, malaria. According to these authors in a recent paper, data integration is a key tool that is needed, not available, that's needed for malaria elimination in India. So this figure from their own paper shows us that everything that they say they need, EpiGraphHub can provide out of the box. And I would call attention to this aspect that some data has to be updated in real time and some periodically, and EpiGraphHub can take care of that. We have automated data updating features in our platform that you can really configure for that. So as a last example, I would talk about the use of EpiGraphHub for education. So the Graph Network has a training network that actually hosts their data sets, the data sets that are used within the courses in this in EpiGraphHub. So that's another final example of the relevance. So if you want to help us, take the great value of this tool to the general public, to the whole world actually, think about investing in EpiGraphHub. A little bit of money can go a long way of making this whole vision comes true for people who actually need it. Thank you for your attention.